Hey, gorgeous Taurus, how are you? Okay, all you Taurians out there, you know, the one thing that you're good at is spreading the love, yeah? So let's have a little look, because you're going to be doing a fair bit of networking, all right? Maybe catching up with people that you've not seen for a while, all right? But that's the best thing. You are so good at networking. And I do feel that there's going to be a few hellos, there's going to be a few goodbyes, but on the whole, you being the harmonious person that you are, obviously your leading planet is Venus, you're going to be making a few new connections. And it may well be that you've done that over the Christmas holidays and you're going to stay in touch with these people. Either way, whatever's going on, whether or not it's your personal life, advice, whatever, let's have a little look and see what's happening. Let's get these 16 out. Do you know, I want to move that one. Thank you. Hope you like the layout this year, guys. I'm doing my best here. I am going to be starting getting more cameras and sort of pushing forward so you can see them a little bit better when I'm working with them. I am working with the Rider Waite on the black because they do work well for me. So let's have a little look and see what's cooking. So yeah, got some interesting stuff for you. So let's go with it. First one out here. Wow. Okay. This is for Pentacle energy. It is Earth. Of course, you are an Earth sign, Taurus. And again, it's like holding back, all right? Well, there's not going to be too much holding back as we move forward this year. We've got a lot of planetary movements in the sky. First half of the year is not going to be too busy. But I do feel with you that you've got lots of, you've got new people coming into your life, Taurus. All right. The wonderful thing about you, great conversationalist, most of the Taurian people that I've met in my life. Wow, here we go. Lots of celebration to come around you. Spending time with, you know, people that we love. We've done all of that for the most part. But I still feel some of these connections that we've been making the latter half of the year, last year and into this year, we've got new connections coming forward. So there's a lot of celebration. Wow. And also, if you've been slightly concerned about your working life, Taurus, you know, you're very good at that. You know, you get the job done and you get on well with people. It may well be that you've got some celebrations around that. And I'm loving the fact that this sword page is coming forward reverse for you, basically saying that if you have been concerned or worried, you think there would have been problems, or if you feel that you've had problems with people, right, I want you to put that behind you, because I do think that there's some pretty good stuff to come forward for you this month, Taurus. All right, yeah, definitely good news coming in, positive connections coming in towards you, where if there's been a situation where things have been quite stuck for you and you haven't known what we're doing work-wise, anything like that, I'm tempted to say that this is a really good energy for you. So we've got some super stuff coming in, and I'm pleased to see it. Wow, you've got choices, guys. And if it's your personal life, then fine. It is important that we stay grounded with this energy of the 7, simply because, you know, we can't, there are delusional connections around. You know, we can be a little bit disillusioned by life and things at the moment, but I've got to tell you that we've got new associations coming towards you. So yeah, lots and lots of networking. That's what you're good at. Wow. Okay. Now, sword 3 energy is very interesting as well. I always see the sword 3 as, how can I put this? It does talk to me about where there can be interference, all right? There can be third-party energy if this is linking with a very personal relationship, given this energy here of the 7. So if we've met someone new, for instance, and we're now looking to build, it may well be that we have a little bit of a wake-up call here. It may also be that that person is open and honest, so we'll see what's coming out here. But certainly an indication. Cannot believe it. Again, Pentacle King, it may well be that this person is not entirely free to be with you, or the situation is difficult at the moment. It doesn't make doesn't make for at the moment where your head is, almost doesn't make for such a bright future. But hang on in there, Taurus, because as I said, very harmonious connections coming around you. Wow. Star energy, this is Aquarius. And you've got some really interesting energies in Aquarius at the moment. You have got Neptune up there in Pisces. So again, it's important that we go in with our eyes wide open here if this is a situation where someone is tied in some way. Now, when I talk about being tied in, it doesn't necessarily mean that that person is does have another person with them under that same roof. It may well be that there is an attachment that needs to be we need detachment to ultimately go forward. So it may well be that we have met someone, we've got these messages, we really like it, it is slightly complicated but not as bad as we think, but there is this energy of the sword 3. So if you, Taurus, and you're out there and you are dealing with someone who's not, you know, entirely free, there is this breaking away. All right, now bearing in mind, in the 12th house Aquarius at the moment, you have got Pisces energy, Neptune in Pisces. It is sextile your Mercury at the moment, but Mercury is retrograde, remember. All right, so let's be a little bit careful here. Wow. Bringing yourself in control. This certainly could be work, business, opportunities. Empress energy, great strength. She does embody all the attributes and traits of the 4 queens. She's really in control at this point. And I feel that this celebration, recognizing that we may have been or can be slightly delusional, you know, things can be not altogether factual. So it is important with this energy. Wow, fabulous. You're bringing these fresh avenues. This is Aries energy. We want to go forward, but at the end of the day, there is something that's asking us to recognize, you know, our own power with this energy. Yeah. Whoever this connection is belonging to, as I said, this is not going to resonate with all you Taurians. It could be your work, could be your health, could be, as I said, lovers, potential relationship energies, because there's a lot of networking. We've had a lot of communications going out with Mars in Gemini being retrograde. He is retrograde in your 2nd house, and at the end of the day, there is this need to, you know, feel your way through this. Your Venus rule, guys, you've got to feel your way through it. But I do think with Jupiter up there still in Aries today, which is key in that 12th, I think you're going to be able to look at this and think, let's be wise in the decisions that we make. Wow. Libra energy, this is interesting. Legal. Again, I have to be frank with you, it may well be that we do have someone in our lives at the moment who may well be attached in some way, and it may well be that we're looking for justice. We may have had a bit of a shock around that. You know, we're looking for justice, but at the end of the day, we do get it. Associations also, they could be coming in from the past a little bit, right? But I also felt that this is linking more with contractual. So if it's work, you could well be getting your head around something, but there are definitely people around you who are going to help you through that. Wow. Here we have the passions again. And also this is new beginning, guys, don't forget. So new opportunities. You're being gifted something here from the universe, but it is important that with that wonderful Venus energy that you are careful and you do your homework here, guys. It is important, I feel, yeah, very much so, because we do have this retrograde energy of Mercury on the 1st of Jan. It is in that 9th house. So again, and your Venus is up there too in Capricorn. So let's stay solid. Let's not, at the end of the day, rush into something that is going to be problematic at some point. Let's allow this connection to deal with its own issues, right? So things will work out. Very good energies, but yes, hellos, yes, goodbyes. Wow, karmic, right? This is karmic, guys. right? And you know, we're going through very interesting times, particularly Pisces. Pisces is going through a particularly karmic energy at the moment, and I'm going to get to the Pisces. If you check out the Pisces, if you're cross-watching for somebody else or whatever's going on in your life. So definitely, yeah, looking at this, holding back on something. There has been this sort of short-term or celebration for you. It's not quite as complicated as we think. Normally, if we take this one the right way, it can talk about a bit of a gossip, or, you know, we're not quite sure about the info at the moment around this person. But I would, and that's weighting you, could be weighting that person as well. There is a suggestion that there may well be a slight complication, and we cannot be delusional around it, but I have got messages coming in, so the connections are good for January. Alright, so let's have a little look here. I'm working with the Sacred Rebel deck, right? I think it's very apt for a lot of these Sacred Rebels out there at the moment. So let's have a look. I'm going to take one out of the deck for you, Taurus, and we'll see. Alright, they're actually great to shuffle, but my arthritic hands are struggling. Do you know what? I'm going to move through that one because it wants to come. Bring it into form. How beautiful is that? Bringing it into form, guys. So again, if this is personal relationship, if it's something that we need to deal with, if it's legal, if it's a health issue, at the end of the day, is going to come together. I love this. All right, these are great cards. And when I get a little bit more informed as to the meanings, guys, I'll be able to give you a little bit deeper if you've not already got this deck yourselves. But yeah, bringing it into form, you know, all starting to manifest, certainly. But whatever's going on here with this energy of division, if you like, or some concerns, then it will get sorted. You know, the three, it does talk about sorrow to a degree, and we have got an element of unexpected. We've got legal. There's lots of things going on here. So if we see this, if we do see this as a re-sculpting, right, or rather a restructuring around relationships for you generally and the people that you associate with, Taurus. So good networking. Keep it together this month. Hang on in there, and I'll see you next month. Take it easy, guys. Bye now.